Welcome to TSO Daily. I am your host, Mr. Graven. Alright guys, so tank week, what can I say? I'm going to be giving you the updated version of the generator build for the Dragon Bones DLC. A couple minor changes, and I got a couple new tricks up my sleeve with this build. So here we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get into the character sheet. This is a sorting board on both sides. You're going to see max magic is at 19,573. Magic recovery is at 1,145. Stand recovery is at 928. Maximum health 36,317. Max stamina 24,073. We have resistance at 1925 on each. 19251 on each without my buff. I will be getting into that. And we have 16 points allocated into Magicka, 30 into health, 18 into stamina. We are using the Mage Mundus. Now keep in mind, if you want to use the Lady for extra resistance, you can do that. Heads up, but I chose the Mage for one specific reason: extra Magicka for cast, and my shield scales max Magicka. Okay, and we are using triple max food. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the sets here really quick. We are going to be, nothing's changing on this. We're going to be using the Shocks, we're going to be using Dragon, and we're going to use Shadow Ren. Okay, let's go down piece by piece. Okay, Shocks Exoskeleton. Okay, what does Shocks Exoskeleton do? It's really good. I like this set. A lot of people don't. That's their prerogative. I love it. Why? Max health, spell damage, spell crit. I could do without the crit, but whatever. Gain minor heroism at all times while you're in combat, generating one ultimate every 1.5 seconds. Okay? Really nice set because I'm always in combat. Don't have to apply the ability. So guess what? Minor heroism is just generating all the time. With that being said, I'm going to be using decisive trait. I like decisive traits on tanks. Why? Just generate ultimate, get a faster uptime on my Warhorn. What's really nice also about the Sorcerer, going into the skills and into the passive, we get this nice Power Stone passive, right? Which reduces the cost of our ultimates by 15%. So really, really nice. Okay, so Shock Sword, Decisive, Crushers, ideal. Shock Shield, Infuse, Stamina, ideal. Shock's Axe, Decisive, just Axe and Sword so I know which ones. Shock Shield, Infused, Stamina, ideal. Shadow Rend. Okay, I have a medium's head and light shoulders to keep the Undaunted passive at 6%. Why Shadow Rend? Okay, I'm not going to be using an ability, right? So the one ability I'm not going to be using from Sword and Board, because I'm using the Shock's Exoskeleton, is Low Slash or the Morph of Heroic Slash, right? Because Heroic Slash applies minor and main, right? But I'm not going to be using that, right? Instead, what I'm going to do is bank on the Shadow Rend. So Shadow Rend's going to give me magic recovery, which is really nice because a lot of my abilities, besides my taunts and stuff, are Magicka based. When I take damage, I have a 15% chance. When I take damage, I have a 15% chance to summon a Shadow Clansphere for 15 seconds. The Clansphere's basic attacks deal 3,618 magic damage, and guess what? That's right, applies the minor maim to any enemy hit for 10 seconds, reducing their damage on by 15%. This can happen every 15 seconds. So, 15-second cast. Guess what? 10-second applied effect. 15 seconds. Okay. Pretty dang good. Dragon, especially on Sorc tanks, really nice. No other tank is going to get the uptime on Warhorn as fast as the Sorc tank with this set and with Power Stone, because it's going to reduce the cost of my ultimate abilities by 15%. That's 30% cost reduction, right? That's pretty good. All right, Shadow Ren Epilogues Light. This should be sturdy. I don't have a sturdy one. I use the Divine. What can I say? Girdle of the Dragon, sturdy, ideal. Gauntlets of the Dragon. Divine. You can go with Sturdy. I wanted the Divine on this piece for the extra max magicka. Greaves of the Dragon infused. Max health ideal. Sabatons of Dragon. Sturdy. Stamina ideal. Shocks, exoskeleton recovery. Magicka recovery. This one is with the shield pay enchantment. Reduce the cost of bash and blocking. Healthy. And shocks, ring, stamina recovery. Alright. Let's go ahead and get into the skills real quick. Primary bar. Okay. Pierce armor. No surprise. Going to use Dark Deal. Bargain with Darkness to restore 8,623 health and 4,817 stamina. Going to use Empowering Ward. This is my shield system. Right? I double stack shields with this build. It's also going to apply Minor Intellect to me and my allies. That increases their magic recovery by 10%. So when I go ahead and I apply this effect, we go back in. Now we're looking at 1,238 magic recovery. Okay. Alright. Absorb Magic. Just another form of mitigation. Summon Unstable Clan Fear. Okay. It's going to go ahead. I'm going to use this for the passive under Daedric Protection. Increase my health and stamina recovery by 20% while I have this ability slotted. While I have a Daedric ability slotted. And I'm going to get Expert Summoner, which increases my max health by 8%. Which I'm using it. So, pretty good. Also, primary bar, Aggressive Warhorn. Back bar, Inner Rage. Really like this on Sorc Tank and pretty much a lot of tanks, depending on how much magic I have. The reason I prefer this one, it gives an extra chance to activate Synergy. Right? It does nice AoE effect. Shattering Prison, CC effect. Keep in mind, too, in the Dark Magic passive, which I do have to actually get this. Casting a dark magical ability gains minor protection to you, or minor prophecy to you and your group, increasing their spell critical by 657 for 20 seconds. Even if a target is immune to the effect, this passive will still proc. Okay. Spike Bone Shield, form of mitigation, goes ahead and absorbs 33% of my max health for 6 seconds. Also offers a synergy to my party members that absorbs 112% of their max health. Okay, Boundless Storms. This is going to go ahead and give me Major Ward and Major Resolve. It's also going to give me Major Expedition. So when I go ahead and hit this ability and we take a look at my character sheet, now my resistance is 24,531. So if you want up towards the 30 and you want, like I said, you want to use the Lady Mundus, you can do that. So just a heads up. Alright, and of course, Unstable Clan Fear, and I'm going to use the Summon Charge Atronach. This is a good CC effect for mob control. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the champion points. We'll start off with the Apprentice. Got Blessed at 707, Elemental Expert 909. Don't have a lot of penetration as tanks, so Spell Erosion is going up to 4,257. Nothing into the Atronach. Okay, coming over here, we're going to put Mighty up to 1110. And we're going to put Piercing up to 4,835. Very important to put 120 into this so you can get that Last Stand, which will give you Major Heroism when you drop below 20% health. That's going to go ahead and increase your ultimate gain. Ironclad 15.10, Spell Shield 17. Hardy is at 909, Elemental Defender 707, Thick Skin at 611. Bastion, we are using shields, so 1208. Quick Recovery, 1301. Heavy Armor Focus, 17. Warlord, 1022. Had 2 points left, put in a Sprinter. Tenacity, 909. Arcanist, 909. Mooncalf, 1208. Tumbling is at 611 and 23% into Shadow Ward. And that is how the champion points are allocated. Okay? So that's pretty much the build. We'll go ahead and see what the dailies are, and I'm going to check out the comments. All right, let's go ahead. Give me a second. Sorry about that. All right, let me mute that. Pop this up. Morning, Helly. Morning, Robert. Morning, Lewis. Morning, Storm. Hope you guys are all having a good morning. So let's go and see what we've got. Really like Sorc tanks a lot. Yo, Marty, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day, brother. Now, if Rock was here, he'd be picking on me about this shield. I haven't got to customize all my tunes yet, so I hope Rock shows up. I miss Rock. Hope you're doing good, Rock. My mount is slow. It's not an optical illusion. Alright. Let's see what this one is. Just to see it. Cradle of Shadows. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's one. Oh, no, two. And Vollenfeld. Pretty easy. Alright. So we're going to go down to specifics. Elden Hollow 2 and Vollenfeld. That's why I like tanking and healing. Insta-Qs. All day, every day. You can always make adjustments too with the build. You can kind of throw in and out, you know. Heroic Slash I do not need with this build though, so that's why it's not there. You can use Blood Spawn instead of the Shadow Rend if you want. I just really think it's cool that I can use I can pull off the Shadow Rend with Sorc Tank. Still apply the effect. It's really cool. As far as race, you can go with different races. I'm Imperial with this tune, but if you wanted to go with Argonian, Nord, Orc, all really good. Consequently, you could even go with the High Elf, if you really wanted to. You see the Shadow Clan Fear right there? It's kind of cool. 2 Clan Fears! Gotta get those bugs, man. Here, let me help you this time. All right. Love that little dude. He's just going around smacking people. We're going to use our Atro to control the mobs for a minute. Notice in this fight, sometimes it's not about how much damage, but all the fearing going on. Getting a little bored. Do something. Come on out here, big boy. Shit. My bags are full. Should have probably taken care of that. Second. Don't need anything in here. Don't know why I'm really worried about it, unless I'm just whatever breaking down. I'll get rid of some of those. Don't know why. Just did that. They're just going to keep stacking. Timing on the healer's part. I'm going to give a couple second count and then I'll hit mine. Okay, now. Go, man. You guys. Sure. We'll leave the tank with it. The one class that doesn't do shit for damage. Are you guys fucking noobs? You. Yeah! Hello! Yeah! Yeah! Oh my god. Yo, yeah! I wonder what's taking the tank so long. All right. Get this extra key, shall we? Trying to drop this, just get a couple of those ads out of the way. Kill the white ones. Pretty easy.
Gargan, you live, yes? See to this once, brother. Makara will destroy
Restorations.
Kanani Ornet's final altar, which sustains this realm.
Okay. That's pretty much about it. Really like this build a lot. Sorks can tank. It's also in the skill advisory. It's also in here. Oh my gosh. There it is. War Mage. It's there. But yeah, love it. Love the build. Let me check out the comments before I wrap it up. Yo, Mar, Sylvia, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I have the broker and the generator. Right. Those are both tank builds I have. You're absolutely 100% correct, Lewis. Yep, I got 2. Definitely. Run 4 players and it's heavy on teamwork. Love this build. I'm mad at you about that Templar build. My hatred for Templars increased tenfold. You and Storm Mars have both hated me for that build, about that Templar build. A lot of people hate that build, but hey, man, I love it. Especially in group play. Oh, my God. Yeah, love it, love it, love it. As far as, like, the debuffs are real. The debuffs on that build are nasty. So far, I like DK tank the least. It's just boring to play. I like every class. I just know they play different. And that's the biggest one. Approaching each of the classes in their respectable roles as they're intended. You try to approach Sorc at like a DK, you're going to get like results, and you're going to be like, this class sucks in that role. It's because you're trying to build it like a DK, and you can't do that. Been playing a DK tank lately, trying to figure out tanking. Yeah, tanking is definitely, once you get it down though, it's pretty basic once you know mechanics. The biggest thing for tank is knowing how much they can endure and throughout mechanic phases and positioning and what abilities to how to react to each each situation. You are the chosen one. Thanks, Mars. I appreciate that. Don't hate tanking, just taking some getting used to. Of course, Robert. Yeah, more reactive gameplay. Right, Lewis? Definitely. Now, when I come back next month, I have to start over. I'm debating on builds. Sorcerers are still top of my list, though. I love Sorcerers. I like Sorc healers, Sorc tanks, Sorc DPS. Love them all. I think the devs do a great job in this game. But, that's pretty much about it for me, guys. But, yeah, the generator, Dragon Bones. I really like the update on the build. If you want a little bit more ultimate at faster rate, you can still stay with Bloodspawn. So, that's still an option. I just like the Shadow Rend since I'm using the Shox exoskeleton. Really complements the build. It really works out really nice. Yeah. Dragon, getting the best of every situation with Sorc tanking. Getting the Power Stone passive. Getting that ultimate reduction, 30%. Really amazing. Fast uptimes on ultimates. You guys can see I'm throwing ultimates left and right. I don't have to, keep waiting around for ultimates. Pretty cool stuff. Just building to, and as you guys can see, I never ran out of stamina. Never. With this build, I don't run out of stamina. Even with my broker build. My broker build's exchanging everything. So, the broker is by far, the best resource management build. Not necessarily the most trial-friendly guild. I've taken this build in trials. So, you're good to go with this build in trials. So, this build can do trials, if anybody asks. So, yeah, I've done it. All right. So, anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. If anybody has any questions, comments, please post below. I want to thank you all for watching. And once again and always, have a nice day.